Hello again, hope everyone's doing well. Today's video is going to be on one of the reasons why I think AFL cards are the best kind of sports cards to invest in comparison to other sports, especially American sports, NBA, NFL and baseball and MLB. So my points will be centered around the fact that in these other sports there's just an unbelievable amount of production, overproduction of cards, and also a crazy amount of choice between the different cards of each player. And I'm going to be concentrating specifically on rookie cards. I got the idea of this video from Baseball Collector Investor Dealer, one of my favorite channels on YouTube, and he made a video comparing the production levels of 90s basketball, 2000s, and ultra modern basketball, and he used the 2019 example for that. But when I was watching his video, it just hit me why I like AFL cards so much, or one of the reasons, because I have looked at other hobbies before in the past. I do like watching baseball here, for example, and I looked up Aaron Judge cards at the start of the season. I probably should have bought some because he had one of the best seasons of all time, but I was just completely hit in the face with how much choice there was and how I had no idea what the best card of each player was. And this is a huge advantage AFL cards have, in my opinion. So let's just look at the numbers. In the video, he concentrated on 3 different players, the first being Shaq, with his rookie year being 1992. He has 50 different rookie cards, and the total amount of graded rookie cards is 175,000. And that's just a PSA. For all these cards, it's just a PSA, not including the raw copies, not including Beckett, SGC, other grading companies. So yeah, 175,000 rookie cards only graded by PSA for Shaq. And then we've got Kevin Durant from 2007 was his rookie year. He has 582 different rookie cards and 214 different rookie autos, and he has 75,000 cards graded by PSA from his rookie year. And then we've got Zion Williamson from 2019. He has 2,372 different rookie cards, and that includes 842 separate rookie autos, which is just ridiculous. And he has 300,000 rookie cards graded by PSA. So let's just make a quick comparison to AFL, and I'm going to ignore 90s and before. I don't know a huge amount about footy cards from that time, and it doesn't really interest me as well. So let's look at 2000 onwards. We've got 3 major players who have only 1 rookie card, that being Nick Riewoldt, Matthew Pavlich, and Nat Fyfe. In Fyfe's case, he only has 200 copies of that 1 rookie card. So when you compare that to someone like KD from a similar time period in the world, Fyfe was 2010, KD's 2007, it's 1 versus 582 different rookies. So even taking into account the size difference between the sports, because obviously the NBA has a huge followership in the US and also worldwide, and AFL doesn't, but 1 versus 582, it's not even a comparison. And my point is, as a collector, it can't be very fun knowing that you're never going to be able to collect all your favorite players' rookie cards. Like out of 582, a lot of them just won't matter. And it's very hard to discern or decide which ones you want to buy. And at that point, like, why even bother? Because there's going to be so many, they all just get watered down at that point. But compare this to Fyfe when he only has 1 card and 200 copies. It's a world apart. Like, that's a card will be historically important in the future for AFL fans and will hold a lot of significance. So let's move on to the players with only 2 rookie cards. This list includes Judd and Hodge, Pendlebury, Buddy Franklin, and Gary Ablett Jr. Franklin, for example, only has 730 total rookie cards. Judd, Hodge only have 875. Ablett has a lot more because one of his is a base card, so he has about 8 to 10,000, and Pendlebury has 1,100. So once again, you can make the comparisons. I know for sure there's more than 730 different Buddy Franklin fans in Australia. You can see this just by the attendance levels and the popularity that AFL has in the country. And once again, there's not an overwhelming amount of choice. You've got 2 cards to choose from. The players with 3 different cards, we've got Dangerfield and Cripps. 5 different cards, we've got Dustin Martin, which I think personally is the best mix of AFL rookie cards for a superstar we have, being the base, the Guernsey die cut, the draft rookie, the platinum die cut, and the draft pick signature. It just covers all bases, and I love that it has everything for everyone. And I'm going to get back to this, but this is another point. I'm not saying that all players should only have 1 rookie card. Like that actually goes against collecting, I think, because not everyone's going to be able to get it. Not everyone's going to want the same type of cards. So there does need to be some variation, but just not like thousands of different cards. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I love the amount that Dusty has. And let's also compare some of the newer cards, because people have been saying Select has been overproducing rookie cards at the moment. So let's take Nick Dacos, probably the highest produced rookie player in Select's modern history at least. He has 11 different cards, and the total amount of cards is 3,500. So for the size of the Australian market, I think this is pushing it. I think it should be somewhere between 5 and 10, like the Dusty and the Dacos pretty much. But yeah, the 11 and 3,500 is probably maybe a bit too much for the stage that the market is in. But it's definitely not ridiculous. Like, Select hasn't gone off the deep end. And this is a great part of the AFL hobby, I think, because America's too late. You can't really come back from producing 2,000 plus rookies of the same player. Like, Zion's cards will always be overproduced, and lots of them will lose relevancy, even if they're cool cards. Knowing that there's so many other cards out there, just water it down, and it won't be valuable in the future. So Select shouldn't go down this path. They're in a very rare position in the world, because most sports cards have already gone down this path. But Select can choose to steer the ship in the right direction, producing these 5 to 10 rookie cards at the moment. Obviously, if the market grows, then you can start producing more. But for the moment, doing this, they can create a stable economy and then have sustainable growth after that. Like, you can slowly build it up or taper it off depending on supply and demand. A couple more examples of modern AFL superstars. We've got Sam Walsh. He has 11 cards, and Matt Rao only has 4 cards. So to bring it all together, I think AFL cards, if you're an AFL fan, are the best kind of cards to collect. The AFL card market is still in its infancy, so we don't see an overproduction, oversaturation of cards to the same levels of the American market. This means that you can easily discern the best cards of your favorite player. And then if this player ends up being a legend of the game, you know that this card will have importance. It won't be watered down by a bunch of other cards that are very similar to it, and people have this kind of decision paralysis about what card they should buy and end up wanting none of them. So that's all I've got for today. Hopefully it was interesting. I know me personally, I was shocked by the amount of rookies that someone like Zion has, and also it gave me a lot of confidence in the AFL market that it can grow more sustainably, and there won't be as many serious shocks like there have been in the US market recently due to the sheer volume of cards produced. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next video. Cheers.